Hello, I'm Professor Jim Wasley, and I would like to introduce you to the spring studio I'm teaching, Deep Green Science, designing a new UWM engineering and neuroscience building to living building challenge standards. So in 2021, the campus completed the pre-design report for this structure, which is slated to tear down the physics building, the last new building on the Southwest Quad at about double the size of what's being torn down. And you might look at this design and think it's a done deal. What is there to do? The point of this studio is to challenge that assumption. We do have a program. It's very well articulated. We do have a schematic design, should we choose to start there. The schematic design is not bad, but it's certainly not good. It is not progressive, and it is not ambitious. And the question I want to ask is, why can't we think of it like the Bartlett School of Architecture in London, which creates a beautiful new art school out of an old building by stripping it to its core and reusing that concrete structure rather than demolishing it? Why do we have to throw away all of that embodied energy? Or could we think of it like the Eastern Washington University Catalyst building, which is a new building, built as a LEED platinum, I believe, net zero energy targeted, very low EUI, meaning very highly energy efficient structure, but built with mass timber so that it's also low embodied carbon constructional material. Could we even think of it like Alnatura in Darmstadt, Germany, which is built using rammed earth as the wall material? Exceedingly low embodied energy material. Could it even be like Mont Cenis? Also in Germany, this glass box, could we cover the Southwest Quad entirely, change the climate of the outdoor space from being a north side shaded courtyard to being southern France, and generate all the power we need to run the buildings at the same time? Finally, could it be like the Harvard University Science and Engineering Complex? LEED Platinum, Living Building Challenge certified, laboratory building on the Harvard campus, doing everything that we're interested in, generating all of its own power, treating all of its own water, managing stormwater on site, breathing naturally with operable windows and open spaces, doing all of these things through the architectural design, and fundamentally worrying about the spatial systems of the building as well as the environmental. This is what's missing from the current campus design. There's no sense that the public space is a architecturally dramatic way to bring people together. We will tour buildings on the Madison campus. On the Madison campus, this is not the case. The buildings, especially the science buildings, have beautiful, big, ambitious lobby spaces that are meant to be social connectors. So our task is to take this pre-design report and turn it green. This project will be an in-person studio with individual projects and lots of team effort. We will all work together, but we will all be doing our own work. There will be a focus on spatial, constructional, and environmental systems, a heavy reliance on physical models at all scales. We'll build models of the Southwest Quad, we'll build models of the building, we'll build models of the facade. One or more field trips to the Madison campus for sure. The use of professional designers as critics. There will be a lot of designers here locally and nationally who will want to know about this building because it's a future project for the state. This will be a studio that will complement Building Tech 5, whether before or after. If you've already had Tech 5, you can finally understand the value of these case studies as a way to generate ideas for design. If you haven't had Tech 5, this studio will open your mind, hopefully, to the role that environmental systems have in creating generative architecture. And finally, it satisfies the green studio requirement for the ecological degree concentration. So with that, I hope to see you in the spring. Thanks.